All right, well, it's Primetime 99, Pimp on a Blimp. You guys know who I am. I'm here representing Gays for Palestine. My name is Primetime 99 Alex Stein. I'm the president of the Plano Gays for Palestine Facebook group. We're an organization representing the 2SL LGBTQIA plus community that stands with the persecuted Muslims who just want a jihad in peace, all right? So, a lot of people are rushing to judgment against the Palestinians right now because of the stuff they're seeing on TV. I just want to say, a lot of people have misconceptions about Palestine. Mia Khalifa, one of the most popular porn stars in America, who has done a bunch of lesbian scenes, is standing with the Palestinians. And just because they've thrown a few of my allies off of roofs in the past, that doesn't make them bad people. We must look past that because, this is 2024. Palestine is changing. And just because gay people have had to run to Israel for protection in the past doesn't mean anything. We love that their women have very little rights. That's why they have such few traffic accidents. So we agree on more than you think. Palestine is on its way in the gay direction. The tikka masala is so good because they can lock their women in the kitchen all day. Palestine is very misunderstood. And their passionate dedication to Hamas is an inspiration to other gays like myself on keeping that same passion for their lover or partner. And when it comes to switching roles like being a top or bottom, Palestinians are really starting to come around to the gay Hershey Highway because in their culture they have bakabazi boys that often they use as work apprentices and underage sexual partners. If you don't believe me, just Google New York Times bakabazi and you will see that there's lots of gay sex happening in the Middle East. And that maybe through some anal or oral, the Palestinians can disarm their enemy. And maybe all join Grindr and have some wild glory hole action, okay? And seriously, us gays love hummus. So the more Hamas, the better. We just better not run out of naan bread, LOL. And I want to end my speech with a beautiful song I wrote for all the gays of Palestine and the rest of the world. It goes a little bit something like this. Gays for Palestine, but sex on my mind. Let me stick it in. I'll bang you like a friend. The fun will never end. The roof is where I sin. Throw me head first, 10 stories high. Since I'm gay, I guess I'll die. Thank you for your passion. Your booty I will be smashing. Palestine loves the gays. That's why they help with all the AIDS. Stereotypes are tricky. Palestinians love the dickie. I'll say it one more time. All the gays love Palestine. All the gays love Palestine. All the gays love Palestine. Stick in my behind, cause I'm Primetime Alex Stein.
Time.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself why would I make time for you lames? At all costs, cause I'm a boss. But break them off, yeah, gotta break them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Primetime with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alejandro Stein, and we have a great show for you this evening. We have legendary chef, culinary master, Chef Barfly on a little bit later to give us the behind the scenes of his greatest culinary clips, I guess you would call it. But before we get into Barfly, we have to welcome in our in-studio guest, the one, the only, Kenny Webster. You know him from, what is it, Walton and Johnson? You know him from iHeartMedia. Is the name of your show the Kenny Webster Show?
The Kenny Webster's Pursuit of Happiness.
Kenny Webster's Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah. I'm sorry, I should already
that's
know
okay.
that.
It doesn't, it's talk radio.
Look what Jimmy put. Jimmy, what is that supposed to mean? Looks like a high school bully. Here, that's your camera right there. What does that mean?
Looks like a high school bully for a Disney Channel show.
It's fair, yeah. Or like a villain on Lifetime, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you do kind of, honestly, if I had to say it, and this is not a diss, you look kind of like a Bachelor contestant.
Thank you.
I feel like I could see you on
the one where it's like, oh, he didn't turn out to be a good guy.
The edgy one, yeah.
Did he put something in your drink? What happened?
Definitely the edgy. Well, Jimmy got, Jimmy, you got famous from...
I applied to The Bachelorette as a joke.
And he got denied. Oh, as a joke. Wait, time out. Time out. Time out, Jimmy. You know I love you to death, but your bitch ass, if it got casted on the show, you would have been right on it.
Oh,
so it's not a
100%.
joke. If you do the video, you post on it, yeah, after you get denied, you say, oh, it was a joke. But, dude, you would have loved to be on The Bachelor with your
100%.
tuck-friendly bikini Speedo, dude. You would have been the only guy in a Speedo at the rose ceremony.
Yeah, 100%. You're right about that.
I feel like in this polyamorous world that we're living in, it's not too late for you to do that. You could,
Well, it is. He's married and he has a baby. So
she's
it is.
okay, you know.
Is she okay with that, Jimmy? I don't think Carrie is okay with that.
No.
No,
She would
she's
not be.
not. No. And my girlfriend, listen, prepaid wireless, I love you. If I even look at another woman, that is cheating. And I agree with her. I agree with everything she says. I love you, babe. But yeah, so polyamory on this set is not going to work.
We got to do the waiver real quick.
Oh,
before
yeah,
we get
so
to
she-
it.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I have to sign away my life.
Yes, you do.
I didn't bring my attorney with.
Well, that's okay.
Should I read it or do you
Read it out loud.
Please read it out loud for the audience.
Prime time with Alex Stein participation waiver. I guest name here. I think that's me. I'm Kenny Webster. Agree to participate in prime time with Alex Stein. 1. Assumption of risks. I understand the show involves inherent risks of bodily injury, including but not limited to burns, bruises, beheadings, accidental blackface. I mean, I was going to do that anyway. Or getting beaten up by a man with one arm but two dicks. Cool. Is that?
It's possible.
Did he grow up near a power plant? How did that work out?
Well, one's a fake dick, one's a genetic dick.
Okay, cool. Prosthetic. I got it. Number 2, release the liability. I hereby release and hold harmless Blaze, Alex, and all his producers. Jimmy, too?
No, not Jimmy.
Except Jimmy. Okay,
Yes.
that's explained. He ate paint chips as a baby. Wow, he's entitled to so much Monsanto money. Number 3, I agree to rip smelling salts with Alex. You know I lift, so we already.
So you know the smelling salts. Okay, dude, we got to take one ceremonial hit. Oh gosh, let me take another. I feel like I'm sniffing a pool, like chlorine, a little bit. That's how I describe it.
Alex, you're probably familiar with Jenkum. Do you know what?
Oh, yeah, it's poop. Yeah, tell
know
them
what
what
Jenkum
Jenkum is, guys. In African countries where drugs are very expensive. Oh, doesn't that hit right?
Oh, that's the
crying a little.
Jenkum jazz right
This is
there,
a
my
Jenkum.
homie.
But for the people that don't know what Jenkum is in third world countries, like in Africa and stuff, they'll poop into a bag and they let it ferment and then they huff the poop and it has euphoric effects similar to cocaine.
Okay, but also it's eco-friendly, right? Like you don't understand the carbon footprint of marijuana farms. I think we all need to start doing
We
Jenkum.
just need to huff our own poop. And
Right.
I've been saying that for a while. I've been smelling my own poop forever. As a matter of fact, I
I've
remember...
been smelling your poop forever too, Alex.
Well, and then we'll get off the poop after this comment, but I was on this show called The Glass House, and it's like a Big Brother type show.
Right.
God, I'm sweating from this, but I remember one of my good friends said before he goes on it, he's like, Alex, you know, we're talking about the show, you're on camera for 24/7, you know, there's even cameras in the bathroom, because let's say you want to go in the bathroom and like talk strategy, so there's cameras and mics in the bathroom. And my best friend looked at me, and actually this wasn't my best friend, this is a guy named Patrick, he's a good guy, Patrick Hunt, remember like it was yesterday, football teammate of mine. He said, Alex, whatever you do not sniff the toilet paper after you go number 2.
Wait, don't sniff. Well, why would he warn you about that?
I mean, I don't do that, but he said if you did do that, you'd look like a freak. He just said, do not do anything weird with your poop.
And don't lick it either.
I'm saying, no, but my
agree.
point is, I looked at him, I was like, you're right, I'm not doing anything with my poop. So I was like so afraid to poop on that show. So I think I have, what do they call that where you're afraid to poop? Poop shyness, Jimmy?
Phobia, fecal phobia?
I'm blanking on the name.
If poop shy,
called
'cause
something.
Pee shy is if you're afraid to pee.
Yeah, which I am.
And I don't really like. So do you go into the stall? You don't use the urinal?
Pee shyness.
No, I always sit down because I have bad knees. But listen, enough about the fecal stuff. Let's talk about Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu speaking at Congress today. But you know, Jimmy, I just retweeted. Did you see who was an invited guest of Marjorie Taylor Greene's? I don't know if you saw my Twitter. My attorney John Gross was there, Jimmy. Did you see that?
I did not see that. Wow.
Well, and I'm about to criticize Bibi a little bit, and so I wonder if you think John's going to get mad at me. My attorney, he's a Jewish attorney, Orthodox.
But those are the best.
He's the best attorney. That's
Absolutely.
why I hired him.
Yeah.
So Bibi Netanyahu goes there and he does a speech. And listen, you know, I don't want Israel. I don't want to pick too many sides, but I am on Israel's side on a lot of this stuff. But Bibi Netanyahu's going there and he's saying jokes like, gays for Palestine is like chicken for KFC, which is the hackiest joke ever, right, Jimmy?
But it's true, yeah.
It is
pretty
true,
hacky.
and I make the same joke. Gays for Palestine. And then so he says that joke that he stole from Jimmy, who's like my autistic producer. And then he asks for more money for more wars. And listen, I'm sick of people dying in all these wars. I hate war. I'm anti-war. So it's just a little frustrating seeing all the politicians cheering like, let's go kill some more people, even if the people they're killing are evil, which is fine. You know, I think the terrorists, it's horrible that they have those terrorists. I just hate the idea of spending hard-earned taxpayer dollars on missiles that are going to kill people.
Well, my whole trip here to Dallas today was funded by AIPAC, so I have to disagree with you.
Yeah.
I think it's great. We should send more money. And Ukraine, and what other wars did we
But
fund?
AIPAC doesn't support Ukraine, right? They only support Israel.
No, but I want the Ukraine money. The AIPAC money's easy. Anybody can
get that,
It's
yeah.
the Ukraine money. That's the real, because once you send money to Ukraine, we don't even know what happens to it.
No, and that's how it should be. Just let Vladimir Zelensky's wife buy a Bugatti, I think. Is that what she bought? Kitty, did you see that online where she bought like 100,000 or
That ended
million?
up being fake, unfortunately.
That was fake news, Jimmy?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So she didn't buy a car.
No.
But she did do an Annie Leibovitz photo shoot.
Yeah, they did in the war, like in a war-torn area. She's just doing a photo shoot like she's Kim Kardashian.
You know how you know Ukraine's not a real war? Here's how you know. None of Sean Penn, Angelina Jolie, they're not going to Palestine.
No, they're not.
They're not going. No, and they're not going to Yemen, and they're not going to Syria, and they're not going to Niger. Make sure you pronounce that right.
Niger, yeah, I don't want to pronounce that wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. Those are real war zones, so they're not going to go there.
No.
So if they're going to the Ukraine, we know it's.
It's a bunch of club kids snorting cocaine.
I've seen the footage. They're all like at the beach, like having fun in the Ukraine. They tell us they're in a war and they need $100 billion more dollars. It's absolutely ridiculous. But let's play this clip. Jimmy's in my ear saying, "We got to play the clip. We got to
All right,
play the
play
clip." Okay, let's check it
Some
out.
of these protesters hold up signs proclaiming gays for Gaza. They might as well hold up signs saying chickens for KFC.
Dude, he really thought he was cooking with
Come on,
gas.
it's funny. Come on.
It is funny. It is funny. And
These
Kitty,
protesters chant
let's see.
from the river to the sea.
You and I love comedy more than anybody, Kenny, and you know that I use comedy in places where it's probably not meant to be used. or
You?
not appropriate. But my point is, this guy's a leader of a country that is currently about to put us into World War III, and he's up there doing open mic night.
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me?
I think that's a little sketch, right? I mean, is that a little insensitive, or is that not? Is that okay that he's being funny?
It feels very Rodney Dangerfield-esque. I don't know. I mean, humor's nice anywhere. I think we're in this postmodern society where you could make a TikTok video in the middle of a war field. Now, if nurses during COVID could make TikTok videos in the OR, why can't Benjamin Netanyahu tell a joke before he drone bombs some little brown kids? I mean, who among us?
Great comparison. Okay, yeah, who are we to judge? Now, what's FS2, Gays for Palestine? So this is me doing my Homos For Hamas bit. And this is a real protest, end all U.S. aid to Israel. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm on Israel's side, on this whole deal. I just have to say that. But at the same time, I just hate all this BS, dude. I just want there to be peace in the Middle East. Is that ever going to be attainable in your opinion, Kenny?
I think part of the reason why Israel's so important is because it's the only place in the Mideast where the American regime change ever worked. And strangely, it was the first place in the Mideast where we ever tried it, right? The Western NATO style regime change didn't work in Afghanistan, didn't work in Syria, didn't work in Iraq, didn't work in Iran. But in Israel, you could go clubbing and you can.
Tel Aviv is one of the gayest cities in America, according to gay.com.
It is one of the gayest cities in America. I agree. Tel Aviv is, yeah.
They do say that. That's not a joke. I'm not trying to say that as a derogatory term. I'm just saying Google Tel Aviv. It's one of the most gay accepting cities in the world. That's a fact.
Right, exactly. We were talking off the air right before we got on about, you mentioned in your opening skit, Bacha Boys.
Yes.
And in San Francisco, they had a musical about...
Well, tell the people what the Bacha Boys are. Bacha. It's B-A-C-H-A, but I don't know how you actually pronounce it.
All right.
Bacha or Baca?
Baca, I don't know either. In America, if you get a little money and you want to show off, what do? You get a muscle car, you get a boat, you get a summer home, right? Bernie Sanders. In Afghanistan...
NFL Sunday Ticket.
NFL Sunday tickets are great.
Yes.
In Afghanistan, if you get a little money, you get a sex slave. And weirdly enough, they have an expression, I don't speak their language, they have an expression there and it goes, women are for breeding, boys are for pleasure. And it's not gay in their opinion, But
No, they don't think it's gay at all, yet they have little boys. And they always want a little boys because they're like an apprentice, right?
And this is right. And this is a tradition that goes back hundreds of years. We're talking about dark ages, and it still exists today. Now, how do you explain democracy to somebody who got a few extra shillings or gold, whatever they use as currency? I don't know, fecal matter, I have no idea.
Yeah.
And they bought that instead. How do you explain capitalism and democracy and egalitarianism to them?
No, you're right. And I saw this funny meme where it showed it was like Hamas protesters, and then they compared it to like America, and where the Hamas protesters are the same over the last 100 years, like nothing has changed. And then the other side is like how much American culture has changed. It went from like the 60s to now liberation. I'm just saying it is a totally different culture where women can't drive, can't vote, gays can't be there, they'll be thrown off roofs. So it is in a way like the Middle Ages. So I have a lot of criticisms of Hamas and
I'm okay with a
Palestine.
couple of those things.
I'm okay. Yeah, women shouldn't be driving. It's very
100%.
dangerous. But if a woman is going to drive, she needs to have a little coffee before. Kenny, you had a hot cup of Joe. How good was your CastBrew coffee?
I got to tell you, it changed the way I felt about coffee. I was giving up on coffee, and then I tried this CastBrew Coffee, and now I'll never drink anything else, Alex.
It's delicious. It's addicting, guys. Born of a desire for bold coffee and a need to build companies that support American values, CastBrew Coffee provides an alternative to the faceless corporate ecosystem and fosters a parallel economy that supports freedom. Try my own personal blend, Alex Stein's Primetime Grind. It's a dark roast, 100% organic ground coffee with 2 times the amount of caffeine. It's the strongest coffee known to man. Also, in honor of Benjamin Netanyahu's visit, we're offering a kosher brand of CastBrew coffee that includes a personal assistant to pour your coffee on Saturdays. You mean Fridays, right? I think Shabbos is during
Friday night to Saturday night. So
okay, so Saturday mornings.
Saturday
Whoever,
morning, yeah.
It's a long time.
we're going to have to fact check this. Just visit castbrew.com, promo code PRIMETIME to save 10% off your purchase. That's castbrew.com, promo code PRIMETIME. Drink your coffee responsibly. All right. Thank you, Tim Pool. Big sponsor of the show. Let them know I sent you. Oh, and actually right now, if you guys go buy a bag, at the end of your purchase, you get to either vote for Ian or you get to vote for Alex. Make sure to go vote for Alex so Tim knows that I'm actually selling some of this damn coffee and he doesn't stop sponsoring our show. All right. What do we go to next, Jimmy? FS4?
Mr. Beast.
What did you see? You see this Mr. Beast, Chris Tyson stuff?
Okay, I'm on the elder end of the millennial spectrum, so I didn't watch Mr. Beast. But
Neither
I get
do I.
what
I don't
it
watch
is.
him now.
And this is an example of when you meet transgender people, you ask yourself, is this their lifestyle or their fetish? Is it their life? Because I think there's a difference. I'm willing to believe that somebody out there is really legitimately born in the wrong body.
Mentally ill, though.
But I think statistically, I'm 100% right. Yeah. But for a lot of them, it's their kink, it's their fetish. And the minute this became about grooming little boys, it was like, well, there you go. I mean, thank you for confirming my bias.
And Chris Tyson put his own kid in little high heel shoes. I don't know if you saw that photo, but this guy has a sexual kink, and I think that's what's going on. And, you know, color me shocked, the guy that wants to tuck his penis all day long likes to text little kids. I mean, how could we have seen this coming? It's totally shocking.
Yeah. 100%.
Does this affect Mr. Beast's bottom line at all, in your opinion?
Okay, so one of the things I get from this is that he's been separated from the brand. So obviously that...
Yeah.
I have to assume Mr. Beast has enough PR people that he could distance himself from this, but I don't know if creepy pedo stuff gets you canceled in mainstream or liberal America.
Yeah, you're probably right, because I feel like the people are empathetic, because you saw Dr. Disrespect got totally canceled, shamed off the internet, and Chris Tyson has had sympathy from a lot of people on the internet, it looks like. So it's just kind of weird that they go after one, but they don't go after the other. When the other, Chris Tyson, we have actual evidence, screenshots. We have multiple witnesses saying that they were being texted in a Discord by a guy that was over 18 when they were under 18. And nobody even freaking bats an eye.
Yeah, this is why the Libertarian Party creeps me out. Like, there's one group of people out there trying to lower the age of consent. It's not even the Democrat Party. It's the LP.
Well, is that true that they're always saying that? Because, you know, I've spoken at a libertarian event, and I like a lot of libertarian policies. Not all of them, not all of them. But they always say that's the biggest criticism of the Libertarian Party, is that they're trying to lower the age of consent. But every libertarian I talk to says that's not the case. So, I mean, is that a conspiracy, or do you think there really are a bunch of libertarians?
They exist, certainly. The libertarians would be so useful if not for the fact that they don't want to succeed. It's a glorified book club. I'm a libertarian.
You're right. No, but you are right about that. They don't want to succeed, because they could have even had RFK as a nominee, and they didn't even want to vote RFK. Instead, they voted some twink that wore a mask during COVID.
Imagine the insanity of this. Trump and RFK speak at the LP convention. And this is a party that's existed for almost or over half a century. During that time, they have changed no policy. They have elected no federal lawmakers, never won a major election outside of
Rand Paul, right? Or does he?
Well, he's a Republican.
Yeah, I guess he is.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's the ideology of libertarian. And after 50 years of losing, Trump walks out and he goes, listen, I'll put a libertarian on my cabinet. I'll help support your policies. Vote for me. Boo! Boo! Get him off a stage. What? This guy's giving you just spent over 50 years trying to get this.
No, you're exactly right. And I was at that convention, and I didn't like that. I don't know. And a lot of people just had hard-ons for Trump because they're so anti-establishment, and they say they're voting libertarians, so they kind of, some of the people gave me the vibes like they're the anti-vote group. And they go there, and they're just yelling at Donald Trump. And listen, Donald Trump, there's some stuff we can criticize him about, but Donald Trump is our best option, and the guy's actually trying to appeal to the Libertarian Party, and they just poo-poo in his face. I didn't particularly like that, but the people at the head of the Libertarian Party really respect him. I know Angela McArdle does. So I don't think that, I think that's just kind of people that have a hard-on for Donald Trump. The people that are in power, they do like that he's saying that he's going to get Ross Ulbricht out of federal prison,
right,
that he's going to put a libertarian on his staff. Vivek has a lot of libertarian values. So there are people within the Libertarian Party that want to appeal and connect with Trump, but that's just not the case with all the members of the Libertarian Party.
Yeah, I'm a Vivek Ramaswamy Republican. I'm a Rand Paul Republican. I feel like the Trump platform is libertarianism minus some economic stuff, right? Trump goes a little to the left on the economy. But that's the thing, dude. Like, if there's 5 big issues, and I agree with the candidate on 4 of them.
That's what I'm saying, dude. How are we going to get bat 1,000 of these candidates? We got to at least have some gratitude for the things we do agree on. Okay, now we got to get into this, guys. Do you want more prime time? Do you want early access to exclusive content? Do you want an extra show every Monday night? Then subscribe to Blaze TV, where we stream our Monday show and release exclusive content that's a little too spicy for YouTube. For some Monday shows, Blaze TV subscribers can call in live and have a conversation with the pimp on a blimp himself. So go to blazetv.com/primetime to try for 99 cents. And if you can't afford 99 cents, DM my producer and he will pay for it. That's blazetv.com/primetime. And we've been doing the Monday shows, and if you guys have been missing those, you can watch them all on the Blaze platform. We take them off YouTube and put them on the Blaze. So if you guys want to call in or see that Monday show, make sure to go to blazetv.com/primetime. Okay, what do you think, Kenny? It's a fast-paced, high-intensity show tonight. What do you think about cooking in your hotel room?
I am for it. I am staying at a hotel down the street from here, and I noticed there wasn't. But really, for me, I want to cook everywhere I go, Alex, and I want to cook in unusual places too. I don't know what you're about to talk about.
Well, you're about to find out.
What?
Because we have the one, the only, the greatest and most creative chef on planet Earth, the one, the only, Chef Barfly!
Hey guys,
Looking good. I'm glad you brought your sleeves, buddy.
Dude, Chef
I do
Barfly.
not wear sleeves. It's 97 degrees out here with 100% humidity.
Fair.
No sleeves.
Fair.
That's why Chef Barfly is a badass. He's not only a style icon, but he's literally my favorite celebrity chef in the world. So Barfly, since we spoke to you last, you've always been viral, but you've been getting some more interviews and stuff. So can you tell us, like, what's 2025 going to look like for Barfly?
Well, it's getting better and better. Brand deals are coming around all the time now, and they're paying pretty fat, so I'm pretty excited about that. Just finished up doing a couple of other podcasts. I did Pauly Shore's podcast just a little bit ago. Another comedian, Eddie If, that was like amazing to work with, and now I'm on with you. Working on a bunch of stuff. So hopefully, it just keeps getting better and better as time goes on,
Well, and I want to talk to you off camera, Barfly. We got to get your clips on YouTube. You need to start posting, because we've had clips that we posted of you from this show that have gotten millions of hits. So I just want to say thank you, Barfly, because I was putting you over when you first came on, and I said, you're one of the most creative chefs I've ever seen, and I was not kissing ass. I truly mean that. Because you're doing something different, and that's what separates us. That's what makes somebody special, is that they're doing something against the grain or different than everybody else. So thank you for helping our show, and thank you for the great content that you make. But tell us, what's it like?
Thank you.
But what about the kickback that you get, Chef?
What do you mean? Like from brand deals and stuff like that?
No, not brand deals, but in the comment section, everybody always says gross, gross. Do you think they really are grossed out by it, or do you think they're just saying that to be haters? Oh, they are grossed out?
Of course they are. But those are the people that take me like way too literally. They think every shot, everything is just like straight up reality instead of like seeing kind of the art in some of it. I might have told you before, but in every 1 minute video, I usually got anywhere between 60 to 100 shots in 1 minute. So it's pretty jam packed. And for the people that don't see that there's some art involved and they take it too literal, yeah, they get like a little disgusted. Like one of my last videos that went viral was actually at home, and I'm wearing like these shitty little whitey tighties and cooking up like
you had to poop on the whitey tighties, dude. That was so fun.
It happens.
Yes. And what do they say about the poop on the whitey tighties?
Well, they hate it. They hate it. But again, it all goes to where you're watching the stuff. Like when you go on like Instagram, everybody in the world goes, "This is amazing. This is art. I could watch this all day long." When you go on TikTok, they're like, "This is the most vile, disgusting human man you're ever going to see." When you go on Reddit, again, it's complete, utter hate for me. So, I mean, every crowd's a little bit different, I guess. But none of it really bothers me. The way I think of it the most is like everybody's got kind of like a job where they're bossed around by somebody or life's hard. And life's hard for everybody. So if I could give somebody an opportunity to hop on that keyboard real quick and throw out a little bit of one of these and one of those, and, they feel a little bit better, they got a little stress out, I'm okay with that. I could take the hit. It doesn't bother me.
You're like a therapist.
You know who would like Barfly if he was still alive? I'm going to name drop. I've met Anthony Bourdain a few times.
Oh, Anthony Bourdain would love this guy.
Anthony Bourdain told me his favorite place to get food was places where you're not supposed to get food. And no matter how many times they roll out the red carpet for you, all food is the same color in the end. So I got to think a guy like Barfly would probably appeal to Anthony, especially, does the food taste good?
It looks good.
Yes.
Then that's all that matters. Yes. Who cares where it comes from?
Did we ask you this last time? Yeah, you make complicated recipes. What is your culinary background, chef?
None. Just an avid cooker. I got my first barbecue grill, a charcoal kettle from my grandpa when I was 10. And I just started going nuts. Like from that very moment on, I just started like going ham at it. And it's always been my where a lot of my creativity goes, a lot of where my passion goes. I love to cook. I love to cook.
Well, in honor of you cooking, we got the grossest food we could get. I bought 10 Taco Bell burritos. I don't know if you guys can see this. And we got fries. And so during your interview, I'm going to just try to eat as many of these tacos and burritos as possible while we react to your content. How does that sound, Barfly?
Sounds good. I wish I could see the screen. Do you guys know how I can actually see something
can't
besides me?
No, you guys can't see. Are you
probably a little too late to hash that one out?
What's wrong with it, Jimmy? Does he not have the return feed?
This is news to us.
No, I don't have a return feed at all. I see nothing but me.
Barfly, I assure you.
All
right, we're fixing that right now.
That's eating the tacos. I could confirm, Barfly.
Well, we need that. It's kind of important. We got to be able to have you see it so you can react to your content. But this first taco,
exactly, yeah.
This first
taco.
So
you know, though, when I was 17, I did 20 Taco Bell tacos once.
No, you did not.
Nice.
And how did I know that? I'm clairvoyant. I knew that you were a Taco Bell head. So
I mean, look at him.
In honor of Barfly, with this real quick, Barfly, I'm about to eat this taco in one bite. This is on honor of you, Barfly. Can he see me?
No.
Go, chug.
Let's see. Let's just. I want Barfly. I'm about to eat this whole taco, Jimmy. I guess
we're getting the guy to fix it.
Oh, well, you can't see this, Barfly, but I'm about to.
Theater of the mind. I'm a radio guy. I'll describe it to you. It's going down his mouth. It's going. It looks like the opposite of a dog giving birth as it goes inside of his mouth. You could see the little pieces of lettuce strung between his teeth, Barfly. He's struggling to breathe. He's actually squirting the salsa into his lips right now it's a liquid, but it's a thick liquid, and you can tell he's using it to lubricate the back of his throat, not unlike whatever Caitlyn Jenner did in college, and that's great because, I mean, it's the 21st century. Everybody's getting into it these days, and you have the fries too, Alex.
That's theater of the mind. Yeah, Taco Bell has delicious fries.
I forgot they do that.
Who was a Taco Bell for the fries?
I mean, the fries are available. What are you, not an American, Barfly?
Barfly!
I'm an American.
Who cooks a rotisserie chicken on a toilet? You're the only guy that cooks a rotisserie chicken on a toilet. You're mad that means Taco About fries?
All right, here's my question.
You gotta have a standard, brother.
Barfly, it's music festival season, right? You got people are dropping Molly and snorting cocaine and getting effed up all over the country at music festivals, listening to Skrillex. And as somebody that's been to a lot of music festivals, I dread going inside the porta potties. There's a long line. children have been conceived in these things. My question for you is, would you ever cook in one?
Yeah, I just haven't had a good opportunity to. I'm not against it. It's just
Nice.
my thing is I don't like to fake a shot or force a shot. And I haven't had an opportunity to actually be around a porta potty that I would do it in. You know, as soon as I do, I already got it all planned out. I got the recipe. I already got all my gadgets ready to do it. I just haven't been in a situation where I'm ready to do it yet.
Let's take him to
Right
Lollapalooza.
across the street from me, they're building a house, and there's a porta potty right there. I could just go right across the street and film a porta potty video. But what's the fucking fun if it's just like some abandoned porta potty at a house being built? No. It needs to be a big festival. It needs to be me going in and making something instead of paying like those crazy fair prices or something like that. It's just, again, I haven't been in a situation where I've been able to do that yet.
Real quick, Barfly, before we get to your content, what did you think about Prime Minister of Israel speaking at the Capitol of Congress today? I know you're a huge politics guy. Did that make you mad? Did that make
you know I'm not. Hey, I see somebody now.
Now you see us?
All
You
right.
see?
Yay,
Barfly.
yay.
Okay, in honor of you, this is a bean burrito, Barfly. Show me, or maybe put me full
Wait,
screen.
hold on. If I press the button on the side, will it make you guys bigger?
Don't push
should-
or am I
anything.
gonna-
It should.
Do not
It
push
should.
anything,
Push it on
Barfly.
the side.
No, don't
Okay,
push
I'm not
anything.
pushing.
Look at me,
Wait, I
Barfly.
see
In
ya.
honor of you, Barfly.
Take it.
Mia Khalifa, look at that. Wow, there he goes. That is impressive. Joey Chestnut, eat your heart out. You're supposed to dip it in water before you do it. That's how they do the hot dog. Oh, he's struggling. He's struggling. Look. You can see his eyes are getting watery. It's hard. Breathing while you do it is half the challenge, right? You should a cup of water.
Come on, you got this.
You got it. Do you want to do poppers while
All right,
you...
if we're doing this, then I'm going to do it.
Don't. No, don't, Alex. No. You guys can't see this, but there's stuff all over the carpet down here, and there's glass, and I think there's part of an enema over there, and there's about to be burrito on the floor too.
Well, since you did that, here's a 16 for you.
Are you gonna chug it? Chug it!
Chug it, chug it, chug it. Chug, 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 chug. USA! USA number 1!
Hold on, let me. Let's see. Is this gonna show up? I guess the white paint won't show up here. Let me just spray paint. Do you spray paint, Barfly, at your house much? Kenny, those aren't nice clothes, are
Spray
they?
paint much?
Yeah. Do you ever spray paint your house?
Are you talking about the back of my toilet? I spray paint that.
Oh my gosh, Barfly, that's disgusting. And speaking of disgusting, let's watch Shoutout number 4 and tell us the story behind these delicious chicken nuggets you cook.
All right, let's see it.
Look at this.
That was fun. That meat grinder took up too much weight in my
Carry on.
bag, but it was worth it.
Okay, so what is this? This is the crust or the dough? So this is you ground up the chicken in the sink like that.
Bro, that sink was dirty when he started.
Yeah.
Well, dirty's subjective, isn't it?
That's
Sure.
true.
And that's where the flavor comes from.
There's a kid in Somalia, that's the
And you
cleanest
see
sink
that?
they've ever
This
seen.
was Christmas season. I was making a Christmas tree.
Oh, this is a Christmas chicken nugget.
Oh.
Look at the panko breadcrumbs.
As a Catholic, this just became more appealing to me.
Look at the lard, and that's real lard. That's real pig lard.
Nice.
Lard is one of the best things you can fry with, and it's amazing for your arteries. I think it lubricates them right through. So instead of getting plaque, it just lubricates everything, so it shoots through.
Yeah, I know, it helps my heart beat better. That's why I always have a little spoonful of butter in my coffee, because it just gets everything going. It's ketogenic.
Right, makes it easier to get through you.
I was at the doctor's yesterday. Blood pressure, heartbeat, freaking phenomenal.
You look healthy.
The young nurse, she gave me the numbers. I didn't know what the numbers meant. I go, is that good, bad? She goes, it's amazing. It's better than me. I'm like, yeah.
It was better
It's
than
lard.
her?
Yeah. Because he's healthy as a horse. The guy just chugged a 16-ounce beer like it was nothing.
That's a good point. Yeah.
No, it's a back doctor, and he said I'm so fat that's why my back hurts too. So I mean,
well, that's gravity. Yeah, I mean it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, gravity does have its.
And it's racist. Gravity's racist.
It is similar.
Yeah.
It is typically racist.
I've heard that.
Now let's react to this one. This recipe is extra delicious. This is one of my favorite nacho videos ever. Let's play shot number 5. Look at this. You're always using the counter, and that's a sous vide, right? Tell them what that is.
sous vide is like a immersion heater that you could like precisely get the water to the exact temperature that you want, down to the degree, and they're amazing. And they can be used for so much more than what sous vide say that they're used for. This was a good recipe. This was legit. I mean, this is straight up authentic.
This is Mexican as hell.
Is that a DoubleTree bathroom, or where are you?
No, we can't allow. We're not allowed to say the brands because he's banned from all Delta flights. So
Oh, got it. Okay.
I'm like, got enough problems.
yeah, let's not say what hotel brand.
No,
I'm
it's
still
not the
trying to get on
DoubleTree.
airlines again, you know?
He didn't get a free cookie before he made this.
Have you ever cut your hand opening the can like that, Barfly?
I've cut my body every way imaginable. I'm one big scar.
Sure.
Look how delicious that looks, dude.
It doesn't look bad.
That Guy Fieri eats your heart out.
See, that's the truth. If that was like presented to you and you didn't know it was in a bathroom, you'd be like, hell yeah, and you'd be going ham into that thing. And it was awesome, man. I mean, that's good food.
That is good food, and you ate it while sitting on the toilet like a true king. Sits
Like
on
an
his
American.
throne. Yeah, you are
Well, I had to
American,
put-
right? You're the definition of American. I mean, you're like the most American guy I've ever seen, Barfly. Do you mind telling us where you're from? Where are you from?
Chicago originally.
Me
Skokie.
too.
So is Kenny.
Bro, me
Yeah,
too.
Yeah. Skokie, and then I became a suburb brat, and then when I became an adult, I moved to Washington State for a while, and now I've been in Florida for 15 years.
Skokie is the highest percentage of Jews outside of Israel in a single
Is that
government
true?
municipality
Are you Jewish,
anywhere on Earth.
Barfly?
Well, I dated a lot of Jews, so I guess that makes sense.
They call them Japs, Jewish American princesses. Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't. I just call them by their name.
Barfly, you're a ladies' man. I know that. How has your love life got a big boost ever since this viral fame has come your way?
Well, the amount of men that love me is insane. Always asking for the feet pics, but
Really?
besides that, I've been happily married over 20 years.
Damn, but
Well,
you are sending feet pics though. You're doing that. Have you thought about an OnlyFans with your feet, selling your feet pics on OnlyFans?
I've actually considering it. Like, I've not lived a sheltered life. I've always been a bit of an exhibitionist. I've always been a nudist. So to me, it wouldn't make a difference. The only thing that's keeping me,
That checks out.
honestly,
Yes. Wait,
is
real
that
quick. Wait, before
I'm
you say
so freaking fat right now. I don't want anybody to see me like this.
But he's
You know,
what
they
all
say
nudists look like.
Like
no, you have a
you know this. Every 20 pounds, you're overweight. You lose an inch of dick.
Of course, yeah. I think you might lose more than that. He's right. The more weight you lose. Because when I'm thin, it looks like I have a huge hog.
Fans and all these big people looking like for the big bear guy. I want to look good.
Sure. You look like you want to look
So
good.
you're telling me if you lost 50 pounds tomorrow, you would start being nude a lot more often? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't have a problem with it. I'd have to have a talk with my daughter and figure it out with my wife and make sure they're pretty cool and on board. But I wouldn't have a problem.
But
with
that's
it.
not what nudists look like. There's not
Yeah.
a skinny nudist.
No, they're always a little heavy.
They always look like
there
him.
Are, again, I've been a nudist my whole life. So there's plenty of beautiful people and plenty of not
Barfly, wait,
But you have
everybody
to
slow down. You've been a nudist your whole life. Tell us about that lifestyle. You've been going to nudist colonies? No wonder you'll eat a rotisserie
Always,
chicken on a
man.
toilet.
I've met so many celebrities completely naked. It was fun. Like, I remember doing shots with Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
While your penis was
walked
out.
He wasn't nude. His girl was nude. And he walks up to me and goes, "How the hell you doing, you little naked pervert?" Like, oh, this is cool.
I believe that story.
Oh, I believe it. I don't think
believe it.
Barfly lies.
Oh,
I
I
don't think he's
don't
ever
think
said.
shit.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever lied. Because he always gets mad that people think his content's fake, and he really is doing the content. Which I don't blame you because you put so much work into it. You're right. Don't some people say you set it up or it's staged? What do they? What's the criticism they say?
Yeah, well, there's always that I'm staging it and stuff, especially like with that airplane video, They all said I rented out an airplane studio.
Yeah, right.
Where the fuck you find an airplane studio in like southern Florida?
No,
like they're on every block or something, you know. But I guess I could understand it. People are looking for the flaw, for the gimmick, for something like that. And again, I've been viewed over 3 billion times now. There's people that look at each one of my videos under a microscope and try to figure out where the flaw is. And that's okay. Let them. And if they really think I did, well, that's okay too, because their comment just helped lead to my, growth. I'm okay with that.
If it was fake, 4chan would figure it out.
No, it's not fake. He's really cooking it. Okay, now let's check out this recipe, the pulled pork. Bathroom pulled pork, SOT number 6.
Hotel bathroom stuffed pork wrap.
Look at that.
That's not pulled pork.
Or excuse me, what is that, a pork tenderloin or pork ribs?
No, so that's a crown roast. This was kind of cool. This was one of the first people that actually sponsored me. Really cool company. They've got a thing called the Barbecue 360, I think it's called.
What is that?
That's an apple pie is the filling.
Little Debbie, or what is that?
Not even.
Oh, no. Don't get your shoe involved, bro. No.
Yes, his shoelace, dude.
Tie it up, man.
And so that's the company. You can buy that rotisserie thing right now if they go to your TikTok.
No, it's not for anything like that. I'm not trying to push them. It's just a really cool company. It's it's a portable rotisserie that you don't need to plug in.
Brilliant. Look how delicious and brilliant that is, how you had the applesauce dripping on it and the stuffed pork tenderloin. That thing looked delicious. What did it taste like?
Yeah, that was delicious. That was freaking awesome. And people get weirded out when you throw in sweets inside the meats, but that's always been a thing. So adding a little apple inside of a pork roast, well, it tastes delicious. I did a stuffed pork roast once with I think it was a cherry pie, and that was phenomenal as well too.
I'm hungry now.
I always know when I'm onto something, like when my wife and daughter, while I'm on the road, when they say, "Hey, when you get home, can you make that recipe for us, but in the kitchen?"
Hang on,
then I know
you've got a family?
Yeah, he's married with a daughter. He's got a great family, wife of 25 years.
There's a woman that shares a bed with you and eats this food.
Of course.
It's incredible.
Well, we've been together over 20 years. Sometimes we share the bed. Sometimes we share other bed. A bed on the other side of the house. I snore like crazy, and she can snore like crazy.
How am I alone and someone loves this guy?
Yeah, dude. And Kitty's a single guy. He's jealous that you're with a beautiful woman.
Not fair.
Life's not fair. Look at this. He looks like a
Actually,
male model.
Gotta learn to cook.
Listen to all this.
That's it.
Well, that's what it is you can cook. The way to a woman's
Get
heart
back in the house.
I love it. You have a jihadi style marriage. We love it. Where a woman, can your wife drive a car, or is she not allowed to drive a car? I don't think women
can drive a car. She can do everything, and most of the things she can do better than me.
You let her get on a computer? I don't let my girlfriend use a computer.
I do.
You do? You trust her that much?
Well, what's funny is that, for a political show, you bring on, me, which is, one of the most liberal people you're ever going to meet. So, it's like...
Well, that's why we like you, because
you're an American.
You're in America. You're an American, and just because you have different political viewpoints, I like you for that. I actually respect you more for living truthfully who you are and not trying to appease anybody by changing your viewpoint. So no, I respect that. Now we got to get through this. SOT number 7, the rotisserie chicken from hell. Let's watch this clip. Look at this little bird. That's a Cornish hen. Does that taste gamier than the regular chicken, Barfly?
It is a real chicken.
Oh, that's a real chicken.
They're just babies. Yeah, they're no longer Cornish hens. They're just baby chickens that they kill really early.
That's melted plastic. What are we doing with the melted plastic there?
Well, see, I sucked in the marinade and I blew it into the bird.
Oh my
God.
Dude, that's salmonella waiting to happen. You're putting your mouth on raw chicken.
No, I think he's preventing the next pandemic. He's building up humanity's immunity to whatever was coming from China next.
And you're using...
Everybody worries too much about little germs and stuff.
Look at this, dude. And you're using just a little hot plate from Walmart and then a drill as a rotisserie. How long did that thing have to rotate for?
It was rotating a while, my friend. It for a little hen, I mean, I think I was into it for about 4 hours, but it came out great.
It looks good. It almost.
And honestly, see, what made that one fun was I was utilizing all the ingredients for free that I could get over at like downstairs at the breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So I used like the hot cocoa for like a rub on the outside. I was using herbal teas to marinate the inside of the bird with, to inject it with, and he turned out great. It was like a unique flavor, but it wasn't unwelcome. I mean, it hit.
It's like a chocolate mole sauce. But wait, I'm confused on one thing you said. The herbal teas, you're jamming the herbal tea. Does tea taste good like that?
Spice.
Sure. I mean, it's just herbs, right? Isn't that why it's called herbal tea?
And he's being eco-friendly by using it from the mini bar.
I just can't believe it. Yeah, I love
Eco-friendly.
that. We always take advantage of the breakfast. If they got the free breakfast, I'm, like Brandon and I try to say, Brandon really says it more than me, but if it's free, give me 3. We want to get as many as possible.
Hell yeah. Like, especially like the places that have like the free pancake like batter. You could like use that batter like up in your hotel to like bread like chicken wings or like anything else that you want to
You could, but nobody ever has.
Nobody would. Well, that's why Barfly's so unique.
What do you mean nobody has? One person has.
The king of all cuisine. Okay, now, you talked to your doctor. He said your back's hurting a little bit because you're a little heavy. I'm heavy set myself. I struggle with weight issues and overeating issues. But it looks like this recipe, this keto recipe, is calorie friendly, no carbohydrates, and I think if you ate this meal every day, you'd lose a lot of weight. So let's check this out.
Keto friendly smash burgers.
Always just dry, right on the sink, dude. Just dry meat.
It's too healthy, Alex. You don't need this.
Dude, that's raw meat,
Nobody
Barfly.
liked this video anyways. This video got like shit on by everyone across the board.
Because everybody hates health food.
Yeah, because I don't like that.
Nobody wanted to see me get healthy. I thought I'd try like getting on a trend, but yeah, that was a fail.
These people are terrible. This is a delicious keto-friendly recipe, very low carb. This is a smash burger. I mean, dude, how could anybody not like that?
And it was beautifully shot. I was like happy with how it came out. But no, the hate on this one was pretty real.
That looks delicious.
He looks like he's been awake for 4 days.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What's funny is like, I've done, over 100 bathroom cooks now, not to mention my other cooks. And you think you get better each time. So you expect like a bit of success.
I want health food from that guy. I want that guy to give me health food.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can look at in a kitchen is a skinny chef. If it's a skinny chef, then they don't know how to cook.
100%.
So I want my chef to look like Barfly.
Every day.
All day long.
Always.
So Barfly, before you go, we only got you for a few more minutes. We talked about what's going on. You're having a lot of opportunities. Pauly Shore is a legendary comedian, had you on his show. Can you tell us a little bit about what it was like meeting Pauly? Because I'm sure you grew up watching his videos and films. I love Biodome and all that stuff.
I'm the right age to have grown up watching his films. He was kind, and he was very visual, like all about business. Like, I could see how he thinks like an artist as opposed to like an actor or a comedian. Like, he was like so aware of how he wanted every shot to look, every scene to look. And that was pretty rad. I mean, the guy knew what he was doing, like not being behind a camera, but telling everybody with the camera what he wanted. And I thought that was pretty wicked.
Do you know what just happened with Pauly Shore?
Yeah,
Pauly just admitted he had sex with a tranny.
Did you see that? But
is that
Barfly
contagious?
No, Barfly doesn't care about that, right, Barfly?
Do you feel the urge
who
to
cares?
sleep with one now?
Yeah.
Shove the stuff to the side that you're not happy with,
That is so gross.
Can you shove it to the side, though? I mean, it kind of flops back, but yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Would you let Caitlyn Jenner poop in your house, or is it okay if Caitlyn Jenner uses the women's room?
I don't really like anybody poop in my house, but here's the thing. Again, I've lived a bit of a spicy life, and I can say this with full conviction that if something makes you happy and it ain't hurting somebody else, just go for it, man. Just go for it. Like, like, I don't know why I'm saying this, but like James Brown, legendary man. He had a song, and he wasn't talking about trannies or nothing like that. He says, "I got mine. Don't worry about his." And that's kind of been like how I always think. Like, I worry about myself and everybody else. I'm not worried about everybody else and like what they got going on or anything like that.
Yeah, but didn't James Brown smoke PCP, Barfly?
Yeah, but that made him cool. We like we're pros.
Probably.
What's the craziest and hardest drug you've ever done, Barfly?
Good question.
Those were fun. Acid was a lot more fun. I've always had like a really addictive personality, so especially with alcohol. So I was aware of that. So I kept the drugs down to things that I knew wouldn't kill me.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done the things like shrooms, acid,
ketamine.
No, I never did any of that
DMT,
kind of stuff.
nothing like DMT, never, what about
No,
poppers?
but I was also like, I was a little too old for that stuff. Like when I was younger, like the most progressive drug at the time was some kind of cat tranquilizer, and that seemed like
ketamine.
terrible.
That's what ketamine is.
That seemed like a terrible idea.
No, that's mainstream now.
No,
you
that seems kind of fun. I love
get a
cats.
prescription for cats.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
You love
That's
cats.
cool. I will seriously do it till I'm dead. So I don't. That's why I don't drink liquor anymore. I stick to light beer and nothing else.
Yeah, I love his theory that he doesn't get wasted because he only chugs 16-ounce beers in 10 seconds.
I could see that.
Not drinking.
Oh no, I still get wasted. It's just on light beer. I mean, I used to do 20-ounce beer bongs, 16-ounce beer bongs, and straight tequila, and stuff like that. That wasn't good for me.
Barfly, we're lucky to have you, but he's healthy as a horse, according to his doctor, which I'm actually not surprised about. Okay, we only got about a minute left, so tell me this. I want your honest thing, and I'm not going to get mad. I just told you I'm a cat lover. If you were in Thailand or you were in a country like China, they have the Yulin Dog Meat Festival during the summer solstice where they go around and they collect dogs and they eat dog meat because they think it helps them with their erection. That's not a joke. They like it because it helps them with their sexual health.
Does that work?
I don't know. But would you ever eat a dog or cat knowingly, Barfly?
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
No!
I mean, pigs smart as hell.
You'd eat a cat.
I got no problem eating
You would eat a
bacon,
cat.
and pigs are smart as hell.
You would eat, but I'm saying,
Yeah, why not? I mean, I've eaten cat before. When I was working up in Canada, people brought me bobcat before as in a jerky, and I ate bobcat jerky. I mean,
Does that count?
wait, speaking of jerky, Jimmy, show him your jerky. Jimmy has a bull testicle jerky.
I mean, you want me to get it?
Yeah, how far is it?
It's like 2 feet away.
Just get it, guys. Don't ask me about it. Just get the damn beef jerky. So,
get the nut jerky.
so Jimmy, my producer, he loves testicles, and not in a gay way. He likes Rocky Mountain oysters, bull testicles, and he has some jerky style. I don't know if he's going to be able to find them. Jimmy's not only slow. Look, oh my gosh, now he's knocking a bunch of stuff over. You guys can't see this. Oh, you got it. Hurry, Jimmy. Barfly's, hurry. Show Barfly. Hold it to the camera so you can tell that those are bull testicles.
Rocky Mountain oyster jerky. I see it on the screen. I mean, that's legit.
Hey, all right.
Jimmy, now eat a testicle.
Eat
You
it
could get testicle jerky. Wow.
with the balls in your mouth.
Put them in your mouth, Barfly. Do you like that? Would you eat this, Barfly? Oh
I
my.
wouldn't care. Yeah, meat's meat.
I mean, meat is meat. He's right. Would you eat human if, like...
Yeah, no, I would never eat human. No, show us real quick. I'm kind of grossed out by Jimmy. Would you eat human? That girl, Chrissy Teigen, said she would. Would you eat human?
So here's a real story, and I'm not going to embellish on it. It's funny that you brought this up.
It's not funny. Real time out, Barfly. It's not funny, but go ahead. Nothing is funny about this. This is dead serious. You're about to say that you're a cannibal, but go ahead. I'm sorry, Hannibal.
No, but it's true. So I was a mortician for most of my life.
And you were eating the dead bodies in the morgue? Is that what you're about to say?
No, stop it.
Sorry,
I never ate a dead body, but there's a lesson to learn here.
What's the lesson?
What's the
I was
lesson?
mortician for 15 years, and one time I was working in a morgue down in Illinois, and there was somebody that died, a butcher that died in his butcher shop because there was a fire. And the fire came from the front and was going towards the back, so the guy couldn't run out. He runs into his cooler. Well, what happens is the cooler, it eventually gets like so hot and the fire so wild, the electricity leaks out, and that cooler became like an oven, which was pretty wild. Now, I've embalmed a lot of people. I've embalmed over 7,000 people, And most of the time when you get somebody that gets burnt, they're burnt to death. It's just black skin, all crusty and like flaky, gross. It looks terrible. But this guy was different. His cooler that he was in kind of became an oven. So he didn't burn to death. He got cooked to death. So when I'm like working on him in the morgue, like he's laying down and I'm standing behind him and I take that first cut into his neck. And like, instead of like the blood that I was used to, it was like juices came out, like juices from a roast. And then a smell hit and it smelled phenomenal.
No, it did not.
Yeah,
Well,
it did.
Wait, Kitty, say that again. You're telling me the smell was good? You're trolling us. The smell was pleasant from the.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't it be? That's the thing. Why wouldn't it be?
Well,
It's a mammal.
then
humans
I
are
called my
different.
secretary, and the secretary was named Wendy. I go, get in here. She's like, what? I go, get in here. And I took his head. I go, smell this. And she goes, what am I smelling? Fuck you. I go, smell it. She goes, oh my God, he smells so good. I'm like, I know. So, no, there was no bites taken. There was nothing like that. But I could definitely tell you if it was in a situation where it was something like you had to do it, I'd be forking knives. I'd get it done.
Like if you had to. Like life or
Yeah, if
death,
I had-
like a Frozen situation.
Wow, we got a $50
Right,
super
whatever
chat.
that whole movie was Alive, I think. I think it was called Alive.
Oh,
but
Alive, right, yeah.
Like they were eating like each other's ass, like with just a steak knife and like raw ass. I mean, cook the shit first, and then you got meat.
When you hear someone say that they were eating ass, doesn't your mind immediately?
Yeah, when I think of eating.
All right, we need to say bye to Barfly.
Bye, Barfly. We love you, dude. Talk to you soon. We'll see you in Dallas
Do
in a
you
couple
anymore?
weeks. No, I still love you, even though you're a cannibal, and I'm going to call you Cannibal Lecter.
I'm
but
not a cannibal. I never tasted it. But
you did sniff it, and I guarantee you licked your hand after. I know you licked your hand after you.
there was no licking hand.
You did one of these rib joints. Come on. Admit it, Barfly.
Take care, guys. Thanks for having me on your show.
You're the man.
All right, Alex, there's a couple super chats
Okay,
I have
get
to
the
read.
super chats,
So
read 'em.
from Timothy1, a.k.a. Cyrus, I bet the Trump Lee Harvey so-called shooter had poopy shorts just like Whoopi on The View. Camel toe for president 2024.
Right.
And then Altieric wanted me to read this chat. Green beans, Kenny. I've been listening to W&J religiously for a few years now. 10%. I have waited for this collab since episode 1. You and Alex are my favorite talk radio hosts. I'm losing my mind right now.
My brother.
Yes, we love that connection. Okay, now let's play a quick little clip of the hottest, newest political action committee and campaign in the world, Illegals for Trump.
We're here at the labor pool in Dallas, Texas. We're trying to get illegal immigrants to register to vote for Donald Trump. Illegals for Trump. Joe Biden, he dropped out of the race. Joe Biden's basically dead. Donald Trump is going to do more for illegal immigrants than Joe Biden has ever done. We want to register illegal aliens to vote in the upcoming election.
Oh, yeah.
No. Donald Trump's going to help Latinos and help Mexicans this time. I promise. You like Joe Biden? You like Joe Biden? He likes Joe Biden. Trump. We're getting signatures right here. Yes. Illegals are Trump.
Notice
But
the AI
tomorrow,
only has
what we're
4
gonna do is we're
fingers.
going to have a bus here. We're going to take you guys all to the voting center. You're going to vote. Then we're going to, we can't say it on camera, but we're going to, a little money in the bucket. Trump 2024, Manana. We're getting in the car and we're going to pay you money. Yes. All you need to do is vote. See you, Manana. Thank you. This guy's awesome. Donald Trump 2024.
That was the Cuban, I think, right there.
I don't know. I don't even know if he was Hispanic, but I do know that if you guys are feeling passionate about this cause as I am, you can go to illegalsfortrump.com. And when you go to that website, you're going to be greeted by this great homepage. And it's also going to have links where you can support it and you can see our mission statement. So if you guys want to hop on the Illegals for Trump train, make sure to go to illegalsfortrump.com.
And that's a real website. I put it in the
That is a real
descriptions.
website. Have Morgan put it in the chat. Illegals for Trump. Okay, Kenny, we're basically almost done. Tell the people where they can find you and how they can support you.
Okay, we have a smartphone app. It's called the Walton and Johnson app. You could find it in Android or iPhone. I'm Kenny Webster. You could find me on most social media platforms, Twitter, Bookface, Instagram, and we do a morning show that's syndicated to mostly rocket talk stations around the South. And it's weird because when I got into radio, we thought the internet was where you could go to be uncensored. And Alex and I were talking off the air earlier about how during the pandemic, the radio, terrestrial radio, was the only place where they weren't telling us what to say. And Blaze TV obviously gets away with a lot too.
But no, you are right, and we can only say so much because we're on YouTube right now. But you could talk about a lot of the other therapeutics. You could talk about the vax. You could talk about a lot of stuff on the radio that you could not talk about on all of the social media platforms. Very kind of weird.
Yeah. And I was an Alex Stein fan before anybody, I just want to say.
He was an early adopter. That's why we love Kenny.
For a long time. The second I saw Alex on YouTube, I was like, this guy's going to be huge. We need a right-wing Andy Kaufman. That's who this guy is. Alex Stein for president, 2028.
I love it. And they're never going to let me be president because I'm actually Nigerian, so I'm not a natural-born citizen, just like Kamala Harris. She's Jamaican and Indonesian. All right, guys. Well, it's been a great show. Jimmy, what am I missing before we say goodbye to everybody?
That's pretty much everything.
That's the entire show. Did you think that Barfly was going to be a cannibal? Did you think that was going to come?
I didn't expect him to be a nudist. I didn't expect him to be a swinger. I didn't expect him to potentially be a cannibal. That went a totally different direction, and I'm so glad we're flying him in. He'll be here in August.
And do not let him get naked, dude. If Glenn Beck sees him naked, we're all fired.
The show's canceled.
The show's canceled, dude.
I'll be scarred if I see that guy naked.
Just make sure we have him sign something that he's not allowed to be naked no matter how comfortable he feels.
Yeah, I'll put that in the waiver.
Because you know this is the problem. And my very good friend that works here, Sarah Gonzalez, Sarah's so nice, he would be talking to her and he'd probably be like, oh, I bet this girl wants to see me naked. And then he'd get naked and then we'd all go to jail. So yes, no nudity allowed, all right? Even if the staff and all the employees here are nice to you, Barfly, keep your pants on no matter what, all right?
This is Texas.
We love you, Barfly. We love you, Kenny. We end the show the same way every time with the freestyle finale. DJ, hit that beat! Yo, Kenny, get from your seat, cause I'm about to spray paint this TV screen. And I hope I don't get in trouble for tagging that ass, saying what's up. This is how we do it in the club. I'm ghetto, I spray paint, and I like to spread hate. Misinformation, disinformation, I spread it all day. What can you say? The vaccine doesn't make you gay! Alright guys, I'm a bit more to blame. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. See ya, I'm out of here, bitches.